Firstly, I'm their engineer, and in the context of the studio, that's mostly what I am. But I am also a parent to two members of the band. Julian is my son, and Sadie is my daughter, or stepdaughter. But yes, and Joe, he's like my son.
You're okay there, Joe. Go back. Yeah, you're good there, Sadie. Put your arm back on it. Yeah. Come that way, Julian. Yeah, nice.
Play the drums. Give them a good practice.
There's all kinds of advice you can get from everybody. My advice is when somebody tells you that something is too hard, or it's past it, or there's no point in doing it anymore, go ahead and do it.
Good evening, everyone. Who's in my club?
Okay. Okay. Julian? Yeah? Would you just talk to me?
Hello.
Keep talking.
How's it going?
Keep going. We'll just hit it for a minute. Yeah, it seemed, yeah. Does seem kind of got a loosey kind of ring to it, yeah. If it cuts out one ear or goes weird sounding, just
I remember that.
it's a bit.
I don't know why I thought that was just like.
Oh, it really happens. People just suffer through a whole session, and I realize the headphones have me what.
I thought that actually it made me sing a bit better because I couldn't hear the lower notes, and to me it felt like really hard to make sure.
When you heard it back.
But I think actually it sounded better than I thought I was doing when I heard it back.
Yeah, you were right. I don't feel like a parent when I'm in the studio with them. I do really feel like I'm their engineer, more similar to my relationship with other musicians who are not in any way related to me. I'm focused on listening to their performance, paying attention to all their takes, and all that sort of attention is what I do with musicians in general. Is sort of my job. And so when they're in the studio, I'm thinking like that. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's great. If you could just give me a bit of the clean one now. We good?
Yeah.
Let's play. It's never been like an easy job. And it's always been a hard job to make a living in. And so people say things are harder. In some ways they are, but some things are easier. So when I was in my 20s, it wasn't an option for me to make a record. That cost so much money. So you had to have a record company. You couldn't afford to record. If you could afford to record, you couldn't afford to manufacture. If you did manufacture, there's no outlet. Nobody's going to hear that record. Well, now you can make a record. You can have it internationally distributed within a week. So you can make it accessible and you can promote it. People can just find your stuff and share it. And so in some ways things are harder, in other ways they're much more accessible and easy. You can make a piece of art and you can put it out. When she was little, I was pretty sure she was, of all the things she wanted to be, a musician was not one of them, not because she couldn't be one, but because the lifestyle can be rough. Once she started teaching herself bass and guitar, and Julian started learning the drums with her. At the same time, they used to disappear up to the attic, and I'd hear them playing all these like amazing songs. And then she started writing songs, and they just got better and better. And so it was very exciting to hear them learn and grow together. And then to come up with this band and all these songs that are terrifically written and totally unexpected and very exciting. That should be okay. Yeah, that's definitely not too low. So my first studio was a living room in a shotgun house in New Orleans that I shared. We had one big room that was the living room, and I had a computer that had a 1 gigabyte hard drive. That's everything. That means you could almost record a song. You'd record 2 songs and then terrible things would start happening. You'd start missing out bits of the song and stuff. It was really rudimentary. But I was making people's records. I made a couple of bluegrass records, and again, it was like 8 people, and it was in my first living room, and everybody, the bluegrass players, had no headphones or anything. I didn't have any headphones, so everybody just stood like they were playing, and I just put microphones everywhere, and it sounded amazing. And you listen to each thing on its own, and it sounds kind of all right. But when you put all those things together, because they're all quite close to each other, there's tiny bits of bleed from the other instruments on all of those microphones. Everything sounds better than it does on its own mic because of the dimension added by the tiny bits of it coming in all these other mics. And when you put it all together, you end up with something that sounds way better than the separate sounds.
Yeah, so you gotta watch phase there.
I just get really excited when you hear people making their wonderful music and you manage to just about capture some of that. And you play it back and you know you didn't get all the magic, but you got some of the magic.
Damn, those drums sound good.
Did you get that outfit? So the whole documentation should be like, damn, that was tasty. Damn, my drums sound good. Damn, I look good.
Bro, your guitar sounds gnarly as well. He's writing lyrics for the rock and roll
I'm just copying them out.
vampire.
Roll. Rack. Vampire. Just A. A-A-E.
I don't know how long I do that for.
After Looking Sweet.
Look
Right?
and see.
What? Look and See?
Yeah. It's not looking sweet.
I thought it was Looking Sweet. I thought it's a love song. And look and
Look and see. Why would it be anything else?
I don't know.
What do you mean? Yeah.
Hey. All right, guys.
No.
We ready?
Yep.
Into the fray.
Do you want to give us like a dun 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 dun?
It's not easy being a musician, but it's not easy doing anything. So, hell, I'm like, if you like doing music, do that. It's all, nothing's easy. It's not easy for anybody. But it's better if you find ways of working that you can kind of sink your teeth into and enjoy a bit, you know? When people tell you you can't do something or shouldn't do something, but something in you is telling you you want to do it, just go ahead and do it. Because what do they know?